Hey guys, Kevin Swaney here, Tin Indian Performance. If you're watching this video, you more than likely purchased one of our Holley 2300 carb kits. So what we're going to try to cover here is some things to watch out for. It's kind of a little puzzle to put together. So we just thought we'd make this video to help you guys with your install and assembly. So the tools you're going to need, you'll need a 5/16, a 1/8 Allen, a 5/32 Allen. You're going to need a couple 3/8 and a couple 7/16 wrenches. Pen light can be helpful at times. All right, where to begin? I guess we'll start here on the driver's side. So all of these studs, guys, are the same length except this one here, which holds down the return spring bracket. The rest of these, they're all the same height, okay? So something to note, under this bracket, which is kind of hard to see, I'll see if I can get in here, but it's difficult. It's right in there, guys. See that bushing right there? So there's a bushing like that and two SAE washers that basically space that thing up to hold it parallel, and it's held down with that bolt and the nut that goes on that stud. Again, this stud is longer. It's about 1.7, I think, 1.7 inches long. So that covers that. This mechanism is a stock piece. We like to use this because it gives kind of a back in the day feel. This can be installed, guys, either on this side. We like it sucked in a little closer, but you could flip this over and run it on this side, the bar. You would just have to flip this over, okay? Not too bad there. So we're going to cover this since we're on this side, but probably the last thing you should do is install this link bar. And what you want to do is when you're putting this together, you want to make sure that screw is centered in the hole as best you can. It is real easy, guys, to get this thing out of adjustment, and you'll be putting pressure on the rod, meaning you'll be opening both of these up. So you want to make sure that this is nice and loose in here. Once you do get this on, please make sure that you have some clearance between your rod and this screw once you're drawn up. A little hard to see, but you can see we do have clearance there. Okay, again, I would do this last, guys. Also, when you're putting these on in the car, like I said initially, this is a little bit of a puzzle. You need to work your way from the back towards the front. It makes it much easier. So you put this carburetor on first, then this one, then this one. So while we're talking about that, the clearance on these carbs is such that you're very close here, okay? So typically, this is the first nut that we get on right when we put this down. The rest of these you can get to pretty easy. This one's a bit of a pain. Okay, and that's the way it is on all of the carbs moving forward. See how tight that one is? So what we do in this situation, we do like to use these. This makes it a little easier. These are pricey though. A lot of guys like to do their own thing on fuel lines, so this is why we haven't actually come up with a fuel line system, because people seem to want to do all kinds of stuff. At any rate, as you can see, what we would do here we don't have them in stock right now, but instead of using the ARP nut, we're using a 3/16 nut, which is about half the size of this height-wise. So it brings it down. You need to make sure though, again, you put this nut on first, so you clear this area. Put that on first, and you would want to tighten this nut before you would put the your fuel plug on, if you're using these. You know, like I said, if you do some kind of metal line and you're going to bend it, you know, obviously you have a lot more latitude because you're bending this up in a way. But if you're using something like this, or something like we've used on our 66 GTO, where the lines kind of come straight down, you got to be cognizant of that nut there being in the way. So again, back to front, this nut always first, the back passenger side carburetor nut first on all three, and then your fuel. Same thing here on this front carburetor, guys. See, we're in the front. This one here is tight as well, as you can see. So yeah, we would want to put our 3/16 nut on here, which is supplied in the kit. And then we would put our fuel inlet on and complete the fuel system. And these are nice because you can be way out here and tighten this. Okay guys, I think that's about it. When you do buy a complete kit from us, we do like to mock it up because we make the rod in-house. We just want to make sure everything fits properly. We try to put the things that go with each carburetor, you know, in the appropriate box. But just in case things get scrambled, or when you take it all out and get it on the table, if you forget what's what. We will put an F on the front carburetor. It has a little bit different of a bracket. We modify this so that when we go wide open throttle, it doesn't hit our return spring here. And we just dress these. These are not needed and can be in the way sometimes. So yeah, guys, any questions, give us a shout. Email is sales_team@tinindianperformance.com. I'm trying to rack my brain here and think if there's anything else to tell you. If not, check the description in case something hits us, but I think this covers it pretty well. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.